Hello class. I'm going to do a quick video. This is the first time I've done this for this class, I think. I do videos for my other classes on a regular basis to help with instructions that we just run out of time to do in a 1-hour class that meets once a week. So that kind of happened with us today. I want to be sure you understand what your assignments are because it's important that everyone completes their assignment. We're making a class book. And so we want everyone to have their pages in the book. So I want to go over the instructions so that they're very clear. And then if you guys have any questions, please email me, text me, call me this week so that I can explain it. Now, what we did in class today is we talked about how authors sometimes use repetition in their books to create emphasis on something they want you to remember or something they want you to draw your attention to. One of the things that authors sometimes do is they want something to be predictable in their story, especially in children's literature, so that you will participate in the reading of the story. And so we watched a video today that was an example of that. It was Pat Hutchins' book, The Doorbell Rang. And in that book, I'm sure your kids will be able to tell you, the kids are being served chocolate chip cookies. And every time they get them divided up among how many children are at the table, mom says, these cookies are just like grandma's or something like that. And then the doorbell rang. And when they open the door, there's more kids at the door, and they come in and they have to divide the cookies out. So they start out with everybody getting 3 or 4 cookies, but as the doorbell continues to ring, each time they open the door, they're down to 1 cookie per child. And so they get the cookies divided out, and mom says, these are as good as grandma's, and the doorbell rang. And everybody's just kind of sitting around looking at each other because nobody wants to open the door in case more people come and they have to divide the cookies some more. But it turns out that there's a wonderful surprise visitor at the door. It was Grandma, and she brought more cookies for everybody. So the predictable part of that story, the repetition that happened, was the mom saying that these cookies are like Grandma's, and then the doorbell rang. And that was fun in the story, having something that was said over and over, because as the reader, you could participate in the telling of the story. So, what we want to do this week is create a book together that does the same thing. We have one topic we're going to be writing about, one setting, and we have a repetitive phrase that we decided on in class, and everybody has an assignment. So, we had 2 students absent today, Ava and Lily. So when you get this, we will talk. If you'll email me, we'll talk about what you would like to do for your 2 pages in the book. Um, Once you've watched the video, you'll understand what you need to think about, and then you can email me, call me, text me, and let me know what you're going to do for your 2 pages. So what we decided is that our setting for the story was going to be a hot dog stand that's in the Arbor Place Mall parking lot. And Leela helped to come up with that idea, so she wants to call it Leela's hot dog stand. So that's the setting. And the way the story's going to go is we're going to have that repetitive factor is it's just going to be one character after another that comes up to Leela's hot dog stand, and they come up in all kinds of different kinds of vehicles. That was what the class wanted to do is we have a character, we have their vehicle or how they're traveling, and then they're going to order a hot dog, and you have full creativity as to what kind of hot dog you want to order. It can be plain or with cheese or chili or slaw dog, all the way, whatever you decide. They order the hot dog, and then what we decided they want the repetitive phase to be is that they were going to say, well, so and so is good, and that so and so will be some other restaurant that serves good food. So, but so and so is good, but nobody makes hot dogs like Leela. That's how they wanted everybody's phrase. And so that'll be the very last thing on when you write your page for the book. That'll be the last thing that's on that page. So So what we came up with, and I'll put all this in writing on your email, but I wanted to talk it out with you to help you understand. We had 4 in class today, and everybody's going to do 2 pages each. So we have 8 pages planned. I just need Ava and Lily to add their pages to it. So Andrew is doing the first page, and he's named his character after himself. So Andrew is going to drive up, and he's coming in a Lamborghini. And I think Andrew said he wanted to do a purple Lamborghini. So he drives up in a Lamborghini. He orders, and then he's going to compare the hot dog to In and Out. So the last line of his sentence is going to be In and Out is good, but no one makes hot dogs like Leela. And then he'll drive off. And then where you can use your creativity is how you describe how they drive up, use adjectives and interesting verbs, and then how they drive off, and then as to what kind of hot dog that you order. All right, the second page is done by Michael, and he named his character Sonic. I think after, I'm not real familiar with it. I think it's an internet character or a cartoon character. So Sonic just is known for running fast. So Michael just wanted Sonic to run up to the hot dog stand. So you're going to tell about Sonic running to the hot dog stand, do his order, what you think Sonic would want on his hot dog, and then he wanted to compare uh, the restaurant to Leela's. He wanted it to be Sonic's, the restaurant Sonic's. So he liked that the character's name and the restaurant name was the same. So his last sentence is going to say, Sonic's is good, but no one makes hot dogs like Leela. All right, so I'm not going to keep going through all those details, but I do want to tell you the third page is going to be done by Leela. Her character is Garnet. Garnet drives up in a red convertible. She orders, and she's going to compare the food to the varsity. And then Trey is next. His character is Flash, which we know has super, super speed. Um, so he comes up at a super speed, I guess almost like a blur because he's so fast. And he orders, and he compares it to McDonald's. McDonald's is good, but no one makes hot dogs like Leela. Then we're back to Andrew. He's using the character Nar, who comes up on a Segway. So you've got some interesting adjectives and verbs you can use with that Segway. He orders and he compares um, the hot dogs to the fair. The fair's food is good, but no one makes hot dogs like Leela. And then Michael's doing the character Bob, who trips all the time, and so he trips up to the hot dog stand, orders, and compares it to Joe's barbecue. And then it's Leela's turn. She uses the character Pearl, who comes up on a red hoverboard. She makes her order and she compares it to Steak and Shake. And then Trey again, his character is Dave. He comes up on a motorcycle, makes his order, and he compares the food to Wendy's. Wendy's is good, but no one makes hot dogs like Leela. So those are the ones that we covered in class. So again, Lily and Ava, I need to hear from you two. Pick 2 characters, have each of them come up in a different way, a vehicle or a way of traveling. They're going to make an order. What kind of hot dog? Remember, it's a hot dog stand, so they need to order hot dogs. So what they want on their hot dog, and then compare it to a different restaurant. And so we're that way we'll get that repetition in all of our stories. So that's the main part of your homework this week is creating this book. And like I said, I'll put all of that on paper or in writing in your email so you can see it. But if you have any questions, let me know. And I want everyone to work really hard to get those 2 pages done so that we can put them all in our book. And we'll have a book that has 12 pages when we're finished if everybody brings their pages back next week. If you have any questions, give me a call, email me, text me, and I will see you next Thursday in class. So long.